What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We are now on to part 24 of the Elden Ring All Bosses walkthrough. Last episode, we defeated Mohg in the Mohgwyn Mausoleum, and now we are here at Crumbling Farum Azula. So, let's get right into it. Alright, so this area is mainly occupied by beastmen that we have seen a few of throughout Elden Ring as bosses. But as you can see in the sky, this place is also occupied by a bunch of dragons, ancient dragons specifically. And one is going to make its way right here. Now, this is not a required fight by any means. You can totally just run past this ancient dragon, which is normally what I do on a casual playthrough. But it does drop an ancient dragon smithing stone if you defeat it. So if you're looking to max out a regular weapon, then you can get that reward here. Ouch. Oh, watch for the fire. Ouch. Oh my gosh. I didn't know he threw it straight to you like that. Well, that was a bummer. Oh, now that we've died, it's been a while since we died. We're gonna swap out our Great Rune for Radahn's. All right. Go ahead and pop a rune arc. You'll see that HP. Yeah, it goes way up. Alright, Ancient Dragon, you're mine. As I stated in previous videos, I suck at fighting Ancient Dragons. Oh, what is going on with the graphics? It's looking very blurry over here. What is going on? That's so weird. Nice. That's good. Swipe. Nice. Yeah. Swoop. Swell. Tail swipe. Swell type. I can speak. Oh, come on. I thought he was doing the forward one. See, this is why I don't fight ancient dragons. They are just incredibly annoying. And a lot less fun than normal dragons. Never put their head down. Like their heads are just so hard to hit. Come on. Ouch. Dude, I swear I'm going to lose it. I hate these guys. He's gonna throw it! I'm gonna die! Oh. Nice bleed. Come on. Let's take one more good hit. Get back here, you piece of crap. Boom! And there we go. Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone as our reward. Make our way up here. We're at our next site of grace. Okay. Alright, so as I mentioned previously, Beastmen are the main enemy that you'll encounter in this area, where they've only shown up as bosses before, and now they're just, you know, the standard enemy here. So there are 3 bosses in total in Farum Azula, one of which is a secret boss. The other 2 are required to beat the game. But of course, since this is an all bosses walkthrough, I'll be showing you all of them. Okay, I believe this is another ancient stone. I might be mistaken on that. I can't remember what any other like legendary items that would show up here. Oh, I thought he was gonna stab forward right there. Alright, it is a... Oh no! Great Grave Glovewort. I can never say that first try. I don't know why they had to come up with such a tongue twister of a name of an item. There we go. Okay. So yeah, so you get up here. I totally just ignored explaining that, but you can see just jumping up on this little roof on the outside, and then we can come back down. Ah! Okay, before we go down, we're gonna make our way around this little upper portion, as this guy will just summon lightning continually once we're down there, so he's good to take out early. Jeez! Keep getting jump scared around the corner. Vike's armor's cool and all, but man, it does not offer a lot in terms of defense. I'm used to having, you know, heavy armor on that just has so much defensive value to it. Okay, now we can go back down, take care of the rest of these beastmen. Ah! Kill the lightning guy first. Always get the ranged guy first. Oh my gosh, I'm taking a lot of damage here. Maybe I need to go farm some Albinarks. Oh, hello, one more. Alright, we'll go touch the site of grace real quick. This is where you want to go, but there's a little optional area that I'll show you real quick before we go that way. Alright, we'll take this elevator down. Alright, so we got some worm faces here. I never come down here, like, ever, so... I do know there is an ulcerated tree spirit down here. That's the one thing I remember. But I guess there are worm faces, too. We love Death Blight. It's just my favorite thing in the world. Oop. Nope. Nice. Okay, it looks like we should be able to take him out without getting attacked if we do the right combo. No, stop. Oh, I shouldn't be doing that. Oh, that was so dangerous. Somber 9, very nice. Oh, that was the definition of greed right there. Okay, we're not going to worry about that guy on the left. I think we can sneak up behind him here. Oh. No. Oh. Jeez. Wait, maybe it's not an ulcerated tree spirit. Maybe it's just a giant worm face like we got over there. Ah, dog. Hello. Alright. Go up these switchbacks. Up here. Watch for another worm face. I'm just going to ignore you. I don't really want to have to fight more of these guys than I need to. Okay, and then... yeah, so giant worm face, just like the boss version we fought in Altus Plateau. Try to take out the smaller ones first. Oh, never mind. Yeah, aggroed. Stop. No, stop. Masking nicely. Ah! Worst. Stompies. Ouch. No. Shoot it forward. There we go. No! No! Oh my gosh, I forgot he grabs so many times! Stop, dude! Leave me alone. There we go. Excellent. Let's get that critical hit. Dunzo. Man, that's so stressful fighting those guys. You drop something, don't you? No? It'll allow for nothing? Man. Bell bearing. Very nice. Oh, I just tried to pull out Torrent. You definitely cannot do that here. Okay. But yeah, so this is all optional. You by no means have to come down here. Unless you really want that bell bearing. Which I don't know what that sells. Oh, Grave Glovewort. So if you're trying to level up a bunch of different Spirit Ashes, then yeah, that can be a good item to get. Alright, I guess we don't have to go all the way back. Oof, I thought that was death for a second. You can go up that ladder, up onto that bridge. I don't remember there being anything special up there. Could be wrong. I don't know. Yeah, so back to the Tempest-facing balcony. We'll continue forward. We're coming up on our first boss here very soon. Let's level up real quick. Now that we're at the minimum amount of faith, we could keep going since the Godskin's Great Sword does have, when it's leveled up, it has C scaling in faith, but it does a lot more from dexterity itself, which we're already pretty leveled up in. So at this point, let's just keep going with HP and stamina. I'm by no means like the best guide when it comes to leveling up. I just kind of, go with what I feel like I need. A lot of people are very good at min-maxing and just, putting, they know the stats in and out and where they need to put things. I am not that person. Alright, some undead beastmen. And be careful, there is a strong version up here somewhere. I think it's up there by those pillars. That if you know like the strong versions of like the normal undead enemies, like this is that, but tenfold. Like they are freaking gnarly. Boom. Okay. Jump and grab this real quick. Somber 7. If we can get another Somber Ancient, then we'll go about switching our weapon. Okay, up here is where the strong guy is, so I'll show you what these guys are made of. They're beefy, they have lots of poise, and they can breathe fire. There we go, very nice. Oh, man, gravelstones is essentially the arterial leaves of this area. They're so annoying. Oh, another big guy right here. Nice. Got the stagger. Finish him off. Alright, so there are these holes that you can fall down. We are going to grab this grace over here first, just in case we die. And then you can get down there by jumping onto these stairs. Another big boy. Nope. Woof. Ah! I think there's one waiting around the corner. Nope, never mind. Just the bow guy. Alright, then we can make our way over here. And get to the bow guy that was shooting us before up at the top of this ladder. Hello. These guys are gonna drop down. Question is when. Great Grave Glovewort. Oh, okay, or just don't drop down. There we go. Now you do. I've already gotten the item. You guys are terrible at your one job that you got up here. Perfect. Okay, and then I believe we have to go... Oh, never mind. We can go back down here. Oh, this way. Beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead and rest up. And now we can make our way to the first boss of the area, which is probably the most infamous boss in this game, especially when the game first came out and a lot of strategies weren't known. But yeah, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, a few enemies out here. One's going to be over here once we come back through. Yep. So we got some banished knights. Oh, that hurt. No. Yeah, there's a few of these guys just kind of perusing around here. Sword version. Oh, come on. Nice. Okay, so in here is the boss arena. You're able to, like, the boss arena has a very specific trigger, so you'll see that there's no fog gates or anything. So you have to make your way to a certain point of the room in order to trigger the boss fight. And we're going to take advantage of that by getting a more convenient site of grace in case you do die to this boss multiple times, which, if it's your first playthrough, is likely. So I'll show you all the strategy associated with that. Nice. Ooh, Banished Knight armor. Very nice. Oof, double sword. Let's see if we can backstab. Excellent. Oh, I hate these guys. Look at that damage, dude. One combo almost one-shot us. That is insane. Alright, over here you can get a sneak peek at where the final boss of the area is. You can see there's a Draconic Tree Sentinel standing guard right in front of the gate. So you don't need to kill him. I've actually never tried this before. I wonder if this even works. Ooh, just missed him. You can just like run past him and go through the fog gate if you want to. Does this actually do damage? Hold on, we're gonna do some testing here. Do I have any rot arrows or poison arrows? We got serpent. Okay. Let's see if we can poison him. Never tried this before. Oh, I'm not even shooting the poison arrows. I'm just doing normal ones. Oops. Oh, there's the poison proc, and he's moving forward now. So he didn't take damage from any of those arrows until the poison triggered. Can he hit me from here with his lightning attacks? Hi, sir. Uh-oh. I'm assuming yes. Oh my gosh! Bad idea. Don't do this. I have a bad feeling we're just going to get randomly hit by lightning now as we walk around. I was just testing for science. Leave me alone. He's still taking damage over there. I bet if we could get some rot on him, that would work really well. Well, feel free to experiment. Because I hate freaking Draconic Tree Sentinels with a passion, so... Anyway, I can cheese them, even better. Okay, that's about it for the items around the boss. So, now we'll make our way back down towards the arena. Looks like the Tree Sentinel is pretty easy to de-aggro, so... Yeah, like I said, maybe with some rot arrows you could get something going there. Alright, down the stairs we go. I believe there's another knight over here. Maybe not. No, some beastmen. Oh, yeah. Okay, sword guy. Let's take this nice and easy, even though there's no item over here for us to get anyway. But these guys deserve punishment because they suck. Hello. Oh, what? I thought he was going to charge forward with the shield. Like this. And we're going to have the full set by the end of this. Okay, this is another entrance to the boss room. You can activate it that way if you want, but again, I'll show you a better site of grace to go to than what we currently have. Alright, now you can summon, I believe this is Tragoth here that you can summon. I mean, Bernal, Tragoth. So, if you need help with the boss, there is a summon sign there. There's also another one. You can't take advantage of both unless you do it this way. There's another one that's going to appear here. Maybe not. Huh, weird. There's supposed to be one that shows up here. But this is the other side of grace I was talking about. It is much more convenient as we're just right outside the boss fog gate, as opposed to the one before where you have to, you know, actually get past some banished knights in order to get to. Okay, with that, let's go ahead and take on everybody's favorite boss. Okay, so this boss is it's a Godskin duo fight. It is unfortunately not like the Spirit Caller Snail version where only one shows up at a time. It is both at the same time, and it is freaking miserable if you attempt to do it, you know, normally. However, I'm going to show you a very easy way to handle this boss. Maybe not necessarily easy, but easier. So I'm going to craft as many sleep pots as we can. These require mushrooms and Trina's lilies if you do want to craft them. We'll go ahead and put that on our hotbar. So, for whatever reason, they decided that Godskin enemies can be put to sleep. That includes boss versions. So, we are going to take advantage of that by causing at least one of them to sleep. And that sleep lasts a very long time. I don't know if it's infinite, but it's at least until you hit them for the first time. So, you can put one to sleep and then just focus on the other one for a while before you go back to fighting the one that you put to sleep. Now, they have a shared health bar, so even if you like beat one, even if you beat both of them, there's a good chance you'll still have to fight more of them, and they will continually attempt to respawn the other one as the fight progresses. But yeah, so we'll go in. I know one is going to spawn right here in front of this pillar, so we're going to try to just throw it right there. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I used to put it there knowing that they would come over to me. Okay, see? So he is put to sleep, so now we can focus on just the noble. Because the apostle is no longer a threat, at least for now. Slam, slam. Stab. Ring of fire. Throw fire. Phase 2. Really? Okay. Just try to run around. Perfect. Now we can just circle. We'll see that the Apostle is still asleep. We could technically sleep this guy too if we wanted, but again, once you hit them, then they wake up. But it does give you the opportunity to get a lot of attacks in on them before they wake up. So that is something you could do. Oops. I forgot that we were on the sleep pot hotbar. Well, that works out. That gives us a little time to heal. You'll see I'll do a charged up attack here to get damage in. And you'll see he wakes up and starts to move. All right. Oh, and that was perfect timing because the timer on this sleep just ran out. So you'll see that they have like their own individual health bars, but they share a pool of health for the boss fight itself. Ouch. Stagger? Yeah. I like putting the Apostle to sleep over the Noble. I'm much more comfortable fighting the Noble as a whole. I know that the moveset a lot more than the Apostle, so that's why I went for that order in specific. Okay, they do have one move unique to this boss fight, which is, again, respawning the other one. They've yet to do it. Oh, here it is right here. So he's going to spawn his buddy back in. Nice. And we just need like one hit on this guy. Okay. Boom. And there we go. Godskin Duo. Much easier way of handling this fight. My first playthrough, I did it straight up. I did not know about sleep pots and that being a thing. And man, it is miserable. If you're looking for a challenge, then by all means do it straight up. Don't worry about, what I just did. But to me, it's just not worth it. They don't really balance each other out very well. They're both just as fast as each other and have similar attacks. It's not like some of the duo fights that FromSoft has created in the past, like Ornstein and Smo or Demon Prince or things. Fights like that are genuinely crafted well as a duo fight. This is just like, oh yeah, there's two different Godskin enemies. Let's just throw them together. That is a problem that kind of plagues this game. One of the few complaints I have about it is there's just too many of those. Just, hey, throw two of them at once and see what happens. To me, that's not very good design, but luckily it's not enough to bring down this game in my eyes at all. Like, it's still my favorite game ever. So, okay, but there we go. One boss down. Moving on. Okay, we are on to the latter portion of Farum Azula. Ouch. Now, I'm not the most thorough explorer when it comes to these walkthroughs, so there's definitely stuff that I'm missing. But I'm being very careful about showing all the important stuff and, of course, all the bosses. But I invite you. The reason I'm not showing everything is I feel like part of the fun of this game and open world games in general is just your ability to go out and explore, find things on your own. There's a bunch of secrets. Every time I play this game, again, there's new stuff that I'm discovering, which is just insane to me. This game is, 4 years old now, which, wow. And there's still stuff that I'm finding out despite the hundreds of hours that I have in it. So yeah, so go exploring. There's a lot to see. Alright. Now, down here, it doesn't really go anywhere, right? Yeah, okay. This part can get a little confusing navigationally. So I'll do my best to do things right. That genuinely freaked me out. I forgot that there's a dude hiding around the corner. That got the heart going a little bit. here you have the option to go out here and begin to make your way down, which is where you ultimately want to go. But we're going to go upstairs first. Now, if you're looking for a way to make your way back to where we came from, you're able to do so up here. And there's a legendary item. Don't remember what this is. Ancient Dragon. Nice. Right on. And then, yeah, you can... Oh, never mind. You can't drop your way back down there. Okay, so this is just for the item. Like I said, this place can get a little confusing navigationally. We missed an item behind that banished knight. I'm so mad. Well, it's probably Gravelstone, knowing this game. Alright. Coming back this way. That was a mistake. Wow. I totally meant to do that. Okay, back upstairs. Alright, this is 2 stone sword keys here. With an elevator. That takes you up. Alright, so this is one of 2 ways you can go about getting to this section specifically. So this is probably the more peaceful way of getting here, in my opinion. The other way can get a little scuffed, just because of some of the stuff that you have to deal with. But we do have a couple of important things to do over here, so I'll show you the other way in just a moment. Big boy. Did not mean to crit, but whatever. No, don't summon stuff. Jerk. Ouch. Oh, another big boy. Hello. Backstab. Great thing about that fire attack is they move very slow during it, so it's really easy to get a backstab in. Ouch. Alright. Grab this Lord's Rune. Okay. Now moving up here, we've got another golden seed that we can get. A bunch of undead boys here. Nope. No resurrections this time. Ugh. Just come over here. Wow. That was nice. Alright, a bunch of enemies can drop down from here, so just be careful as you're grabbing this item. Really don't want to spend more time fighting these guys than I have to, because it just gets a little repetitive. Oh, what a whiff. Goodbye. I guess they're going to keep following me anyway, so we'll just kill them. Okay, golden seed up here. As well as a rune arc. Nice. Now over here to the left are a few items, but they're being guarded by an ancient dragon. We all know how I feel about ancient dragons, so I'm not even going to worry about it. See, you see it sleeping over there. Alright, the important thing that we want to do over here, it's like not required, again, this is totally optional, but it is the end of the quest line for our dear friend Alexander. Hello, Alex.
Ah, I see you finally made it here yourself. The city hanging in the air is slowly crumbling. What an incredible place we find ourselves. But that aside, I can't believe you felled that giant. It was practically a god. I doubt there's another soul out there who could have done the same. Of course, I count myself, the great Alexander, among the many. Which means I've but one thing to ask of you. Would you kindly undertake my ordeal? Come and tell me when you're ready. I've been longing to fight a warrior as accomplished as you.
So Alex is basically saying, you know, his whole shtick is about fighting the greatest things that he can to prove himself worthy, and because of everything that we've done, he now sees us as, you know, the ultimate warrior. So he wants to fight us, not out of anger or anything, or to be our enemy, but, you know, just to try to prove himself.
I take it. Then let us begin.
And unfortunately, we have to just kick his butt. That was cool. I don't know if I've ever seen him do that attack before. That was so cool. Why don't you do that in boss fights, Alex? Come on, what the heck? You're holding out on me.
As I suspected, victory was impossible. This vessel was found lacking.
Don't be so hard on yourself, dude.
I knew you were the stuff of champions. It was a marvelous battle. I implore you, take what I bequeath from inside me. All vessels are destined to one day break. But the great Alexander lived as a warrior to his last.
And there he goes. So, a couple of items. Shard of Alexander, that is a very good talisman. It increases the power of your skills. So if you've got one that's, you know, already good and already does a lot of damage, that just makes it even better. And then key item, Alexander's innards. We are in a moment going to go back to Jar Baron and give those innards to him, which that will give us access to another talisman, and finish Jar Baron's questline. But first, we're going to keep making our way up here for a few items that we can get. This is leading basically all the way back up to the very beginning of the level, which is very cool. That's why I like this legacy dungeon is just really well designed. It's, you know, a little reminiscent, obviously to a much smaller scale, but reminiscent to Dark Souls 1 and the interconnectivity that at least the first half of that game offers, and I love that kind of thing. Alright. Oh, it's a big guy. Two big guys. Yikes. Somber 8. Very nice. Oh, yep, they're going to jump over here. Very cool. Ouch, ouch. Fighting two of these at once can really suck. Ouch. Ah, no, 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 no. I'm burning. Ouch. Oh, this is not good. No, you're dead. Okay, we can handle one. Oh, I forgot to finish him off. No, 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 no. Die. Oh, almost forgot they were undead for a second. Ouch. Whew. Yeah, one of those guys Not a big deal. 2 at once. Yeah, not my cup of tea. Okay, cool. Well, that's it for up here. Let's go ahead and head over to Jarbaron while we're on the subject.
Thanks for coming back, cuz. I've been thinking. It's time for me to set out on a journey. As a warrior jar. Upon the path of champions. Wow. Cuz. Are these insights from Uncle Alexander? Thank you, cuz. I'm a warrior jar. So I need to be strong. I can really have them, right? I understand. I'll get strong. Strong enough. I deserve to have Uncle's insights. I don't think I'll see you again. When I set out. Warriors are supposed to work alone. Goodbye, cuz. And thanks for everything. I'll never forget you, cuz.
Okay, so now we're going to reload the area. And what once was a very cheerful and secluded, nice area is now desolate, full of nothing, and sad. Good old FromSoft. But yeah, that gives us the companion jar talisman, which increases the potency of your throwing pots. So no matter what you've got as far as that goes. So pretty good talisman. That can be combined with the pot helmets that you can get throughout the game too. So yeah, so that's the end of Jarbaron's quest line. Okay, now we want to go to Dragon Temple, I believe. Where are we? Nope. Okay. I don't want to go to the left. Altar. Yep, that's where we want to go. Okay. So back out this way. We're just going to run past the enemies this time. And where we went up the stairs before, we're now going to go through this little archway. Make our way down. I was going to say, I thought there was another item over here. Dragon Crest Shield Talisman +2. I got some more beastmen over here, including that one who's shooting lightning at us. We can get to him by going up these stairs. Alright, and then if you want to be able to get back to that area without having to, go to the other side of Grace, you can go up that pathway to do so. Alright, back down we go. Alright, out here is a Crucible Knight. Not required or anything, but we'll take him out. He does use the breath aspect that we got not too long ago. I think that was last episode or the episode before it. But unique to this Crucible Knight, you never see another one use it. So, remember the first time I saw it, I was like, "Excuse me." Boom. Swipe. Swipe. And here it comes. Oh, he's going to do the wings first. And there's the breath. Stab. Stab. Breath. Not have enough time to roll there. Swipe, swipe. Breath again. Whoa, that has some range. Ouch. Oof, that's not good. Boom. Swipe, swipe. No, how that first one hit me. That was lame. I don't think this one drops anything. Yeah, you just get runes from him, so again, don't feel like you need to fight that guy. Okay, yeah, we can still access it from there. Item over here we can grab. And then our next site of grace. And then is this enough to level up? No, we're at 130 now. Jeez. Alright. Make our way down the rooftops. Lots of birds in this area. Hope you didn't miss fighting birds. Okay, and then this way is where we want to go. You'll see that ancient dragon down there. He's going to be shooting red lightning at you basically the entire way through. Oh, already aggroed? Come on, dude. I'm not even over there. You'll see in here, this is where a lift is able to come up, but we can't access it here. We have to access it down below. Oh, come on. Freaking hate red lightning. It looks so cool, but it's so annoying to deal with. Okay, I believe there's another bird down here. Oh, two. Oh, wow, one shot. Very nice. Freaking arterial leaves. You can also take the ladder down if you want. That's easier for you. Okay, yeah, so basically this is just a gauntlet to get all the way to the dragon. Now, the interesting thing about this ancient dragon, you don't have to fight it. It will actually just fly away and disappear once you get close. It does like 1 or 2 attacks before doing that, but ultimately, yeah, you don't have to actually fight it, which is nice. And I believe there is an ancient somber stone behind him. Oh, bird. Where did you come from? Oh, watch out the fire! Get up close. Oh, not flying away yet. Oh, it's weak. It's really weak. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Wow, okay. Usually it just flies away. Alright, it drops an ancient dragon stone. I'm pretty sure this is a somber up here. Could be wrong. Yep, there we go. Cool. So that means we can fully level up our Godslayer's Great Sword and switch to that. We'll probably do that after we beat this area, because I do like having a bleed weapon for the final boss here. Oh, which reminds me, we have something to do before we do that to make sure that we get a special dialogue. Perfect. Okay. I believe that's it for up here. Yeah, okay, cool. Whoa. Oh, okay, that would have been death anyway. That freaking scared me. Okay, moving forward. Alright, a few more beastmen up here. That's number 7. Oh! Nice. Alright, a few in here. There's going to be 2 on the sides, so just be careful. But I like getting the lightning eye first. Another somber stone bell bearing. And then big boy. Nice. Alright, gonna be an elevator up here. And this will take us to the Site of Grace just before the final boss. A few more things to do in the level first, though, including a secret boss that I'll show you. Let's go figure. So this is the bridge that I pointed out earlier. Up there is where the Godskin fight is. It's right here. So got a few other things to do before we head there, though, like I said. For this guy, he's pretending he's dead. But he'll attack you from behind. Oh, I thought that guy was alive. Okay, it's number 8. Alright, now you'll see here we can jump down from here, but before we do that, we're going to come over to this spot first. Now, over here is an item that can really help you greatly with the final boss fight. Not required, but again, can be helpful. But there are some beastmen in this room first, and then there's an invasion that takes place as well. So basically the strategy is kill the beastmen ASAP. Yep, there's Bernal. So we want to try to kill these guys before Bernal starts to attack us. Ouch! Did not work out as planned. Ouch. Oh, how are you not dead? Alright. Yeah, it feels kind of traitorous. I'm not really sure what the lore behind Bernal invading you is. Because, you know, he just helped us out with the Godskin fight, if you summoned him anyway. So I don't really know, like, why he's invading all of a sudden. It's never really explained, but your guess is as good as mine, I guess. Let's bleed. Use your skill here. Boom. Well, we are all out of stamina. Oh my gosh. Should have been more careful. There we go. That would give us his weapon and armor set, and the Blasphemous Claw, which is the item that I was talking about earlier. So, if you read the item description, hello, there we go. For the Blasphemous Claw, it says, a slab of rock engraved with the traces of the Rune of Death can deflect the power of the Black Blade. On the night of the dire plot, Rani reward Praetor Rykard with these traces. Should the coming trespass one day transpire, they would serve as the last resort foil, allowing Rykard to challenge Maliketh the Black Blade, the Black Beast of Destined Death. So Maliketh is the final boss of this area. This claw is used on a very specific attack. It's a reusable item, but I'll show you once we get to that fight how to properly use it, because it doesn't really explain it within the item description. It just says it can be used to deflect it. But yeah, it's like I said, it can be definitely helpful. Old Lord's Talisman, which extends spell effect duration. So if you're on a spell build, that can definitely be helpful. All right, back up the ladder we go. We'll drop down here and plunge attack this guy. Grab this item. Alright, and this is where we can access the lift that I pointed out before. Comes all the way from the bottom. And at the bottom of this lift is an armor set we can get. Just right outside here. The Drake Knight set. Pretty cool looking. I'm not a huge fan of the helmet, so I typically never really wear that armor set, but cool regardless. Okay. Alright, so before we head to the final boss, like I mentioned, there is a secret boss in this area. The one downside of this secret boss, aside from the fact that I kind of suck at fighting him, is for whatever reason they didn't put a Stake America next to the entrance. So it has not like a Dark Souls 1 like level type of run back, but it's pretty annoying. My only assumption of why they didn't put a stake there is they didn't want people to accidentally discover it by respawning there without actually even, finding it in the first place, because, sometimes the game can do that. But to access the fight, there's a little drop down here. You can just keep making your way down these stones. We're going to get up close and personal with the giant tornado in the middle of this area. Oh, we should have changed our physic. I forgot we haven't changed it from the Moog one. Okay, so you'll see down here, you'll basically be like, okay, what did I come down here for? There's a whole bunch of nothing. You'll see in these little archways, there are, these entombed beastmen, but there's one that's empty right here, and it gives you the prompt to lie down. And now you get to see one of the coolest boss arenas in the game. so freaking cool. I mean, look at this place. It's just, oh, it's insane. Yeah, so here's the secret fight. Dragonlord Placidusax. As I mentioned before, I suck at this fight, so don't be surprised to see me die a lot, but we'll find out. Alright, so Placidusax, he has this roar attack which will bring up lightning in 3 different waves, right on top of you. So basically you have time to get 2 attacks in, move away, another 2 attacks, move away. Alright, now as you're attacking the tail, he does not fall for it. He's not going to just let you sit there and hit him over and over. So you see that breath attack comes all the way back to where you were at his tail. Oh! He's starting off with the mega attack right away. Yeah, so they give Placidusax a freaking nuke. It's such a cool moment. The first time that he did that, I was just taken away because the music stops, all the other sound just kind of mutes, and it's just, oh, it's so cool the way that they do that attack. Alright, phase 1 for the most part, fairly straightforward. The biggest danger is that, his fire. His fire can be really annoying. Oh, nice, we got the stagger. Excellent. Let's get up there. Phase 2 is when this fight really starts to become a challenge. At least for me. I think most people would probably agree with that. Okay, so here's phase 2. He's going to disappear. And now you're just going to have to keep an eye out, move away, look around the arena, look for this cloud, watch for him to come in, swipe, he's going to reappear again. It's just kind of what he does for this phase, is disappear and reappear. And then on occasions like this, he'll stick around for a bit, giving you more of an opportunity to attack. Ouch. Boom. As long as you can time these claw attacks, you'll largely be fine. Oh, ouch, that hurt. Now, one of these times, once he gets lower in health, on that attack, he's going to follow it up with this insane laser attack that is very reminiscent of Midir. In his ultra laser attack that he does. So that's one of the big dangers of phase 2, is just that attack and draw, because it's really easy to die from. The trick to counter it is get close to Placidusax if you can manage to do so. Alright, this is where it gets a little tough because there's so much lightning and fire. I'm dead. Yeah, so he does that summoning lightning thing before he disappears, and so you're trying to look around. Here's the laser attack I was talking about. You're trying to look around for where he's going to appear, but again, the red lightning all just kind of mixes together, so it's really hard to point out where he's coming from. But yeah, that laser attack follow-up thing, that's what I was talking about. If you're far away from him when he does that, you're borderline screwed unless you just become a mad lad and are just able to iframe everything. But if you're close to him, it's fairly easy to avoid at that point, because he doesn't really shoot behind him or anything like that, so you can walk around it. Dang, I thought we were going to first try him there for a second. Not so lucky. Yeah, you'll see there's no Stake America, there's no Side of Grace down here. Nothing to allude to, any kind of reason there would be a boss fight down here. So that's, like I said, that's the only thing I can think of why there isn't a shortcut, but maybe just a more carefully placed stake would have been nice. I don't know. rune arc real quick before we start. Oh, we forgot to change our physic again. Whatever. Alright, let's do this. That attempt went much better than my first attempt normally does, so that is encouraging. Alright, 1, 2, move away. 1, 2, move away. But with the tail swipe instead of the fire. Interesting. Alright, claw attack. Followed up by fire. Now he creates a hitbox when he comes back down, so just be careful if you're up close to the body. Whoa, stagger already? Holy cow. That was very good. I'll take it. Alright, phase 2 transition. Got a few licks in before. Alright. Let's see what we can do. Reappear, claw. Reappear, claw. That's an attack I don't see very often. Uh-oh, that might be bad. Yep. One, two, move. Fire, ouch. He's not ready for the side fire attack. Oh, come on. Don't whiff like that. One of the cool things about Placidusax, you can see, like, he's full on missing a head, like, part of his tail is gone and stuff. We actually get explanation as to what happened to him in the DLC, which I think is freaking cool. Nice, another stagger. Come on, get up there, get up there. Oh, look at the bleed proc. Alright, if we can just survive his laser attack, we'll be good. Okay, so he's going to disappear. Yep, so let's just try to keep an eye out for him. There he is. Okay, and then we want to get close. Touch the lasers. Ouch, that hurts so bad. We might be dead. Oh, no. Dude. Oh my gosh. So freaking stressful. Hit. There we go. Hey, second try. I will take it. That's a rare feat with this guy. Woo! And there you go. That's Placidusax. Very cool fight, but man, that second phase just gets so chaotic. I should be able to level up a couple of times here. Excellent. Okay, then we'll make our way back to the beside the Great Bridge, side of Grace. Okay, so I am realizing one of the things that I wanted to do before going to the final boss, there is something that I want to do to unlock a, like I said, special dialogue and getting an item that you can get. That requires getting all the death root. There's one more left to get, which is at the very beginning of the Consecrated Snowfields area. So I tend to keep these episodes separated so there's no like backtracking or anything. But I think what we're going to do is, I'm not going to end the episode here. I will come back. and it'll all be like one full episode. But I am going to go do that portion of the Consecrated Snowfields, and then come back with the Death Root. I'll show you what to do with it to make sure that you get that dialogue, and then we'll finish up this area. So, yeah, you won't really notice the difference. Like I said, it will be all one full episode, but I'm going to go take care of that, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so we have just acquired our final Death Root from the catacombs near the Consecrated Snowfield, and we are here to give it to Gronk.
It is all consumed. Still, I am not sated. Not nearly sated. America! Is this what it is to sin? Will things never be the same again? Tarnished, my thanks for thy long labor, but I have done all I can in this land. Henceforth, mine appetite shall be my sole companion. Farewell.
All right, there we go. Okay. Let's make our way back to Farum Azula now. We'll try to kill this Draconic Tree Sentinel as fast as possible. Oh, I keep forgetting to change my physic. Go. The cool part about killing this Draconic Tree Sentinel, though, is it does drop its armor, which is pretty cool. So if you like this guy's armor, then this is the way to get it for yourself. Good early stagger. Oh, what? Should we get the bleed here soon? There we go. And a stagger. Excellent. Oof. What? And there we go. Nice. And there's that set. Okay. Let's go back just to refill our flasks. And then on our hotbar, we're going to put the Blasphemous Claw that we obtained earlier. There you are. Oh, I totally forgot about Mohg's Shackle. We didn't buy it from... Oh, okay. Wow. Well, I forgot to explain that in the Mohg episode. That probably would have been helpful. Oops. Yeah, you can get a shackle from freaking Patches to help in the Mohg fight. It will allow you to chain him down 3 different times during phase 1. So if you're needing help as far as damage goes, that is an option. Okay, here we go. So the reason we did all that Death Root and gave it to Gronk before coming in here is to get some special dialogue, because you'll never guess who we're about to see past this fog gate.
Tarnished. Why wouldst thou? Why? Tis no matter. I hereby vow the destined death shall not be stolen again.
So that's part of the dialogue that you can get. Normally when you come in here, if you haven't given him all the death root, he basically just says... He doesn't like recognize you as a tarnished, basically just has some random guy. It's like, thou who approaches destined death, I will not have it stolen from me again. But here he actually recognizes us, as, you know, we've done that whole quest line with him. Alright, so phase 1 of this fight I've done a billion times because of my level 1 playthrough. I have still not beaten Maliketh. He's so freaking hard. Phase 1, he's very quick. You know, some of these moves can feel tough to avoid. Even now, with the amount of times that I have fought him, it can still be tough. But here's where the fight really begins.
Oh, death. Become my blade once more.
So freaking cool! And here it is, Maliketh. Okay, so try to keep the Blasphemous Claw on my hotbar as much as possible. And I'll show you the specific attacks that you can block. And the reason I haven't beaten Maliketh on my level 1 playthrough is because of phase 2. It is something else. See, every time he hits you with his blade, he puts this detrimental effect on you that causes your max HP to go down. Oh. Jump, slam, explosion. Oh, I am failing hard. See, you see my max HP is now decreased temporarily. Okay, that was one of the attacks that we could block, but I'm taking so much damage that I wasn't prepared to actually parry it. Man, he keeps hitting me with that spin attack. Now, at the end of the day, Maliketh is very much a glass cannon. He does a lot of damage, but doesn't have much HP. Come on, dude. Just... give me one of the attacks that I can parry. I just want to show that off so you can see. Oh, it was right there. I'm stupid. I don't know. I knew that was coming too, and I didn't block it. Might take advantage of fighting him here just so I can get some practice for my level 1 run, because I do want to get back to that at some point. Okay, here's the triple thing, and then he comes in, boom, parry. So basically right after, watch out for the follow-up slam that he does. Right after the triple beam attack, here's another one. Oh, never mind. You want to use the item right away. There are some others that you can parry as well. Basically, anytime his blade is glowing gold is when you're able to parry it. Okay, here's the triple again. And parry. Watch for the follow-up. Let's see if I can't get another one of his attacks parried. Ouch. Not good. I'm gonna mess around and find out here. No, what? I parried him! How did he hit me? What is that? Oh, but I still killed him! Am I gonna get the reward? Oh my gosh. What is that? I parried him and did damage to him, apparently, but he still somehow hit me. The freak! I feel gypped. That should have been it. Gosh, dang it. Alright, whatever. I love this fight, so I don't mind doing it again. It's... Level 1 is tough to, like, stick to the grind, too, because of the fact that in Phase 2, it's basically... You get hit by any attack and you're dead. So having just, like, no room for error can make it hard to just kind of, you know... keep your nose to the grindstone. But I do love this fight. It is a top 5 of the game fight for me, for sure. Okay. So those little ground attacks that he does, you can jump them. It's a lot easier than trying to roll through them. So that would be my advice there. Rock attacks, watch for them to come back down. When he picks stuff up from the ground, he has 2 different ones that you can do. One of them is hurling a boulder at you, which comes a lot slower, and then the other one is those like shards that are quick. So if you can recognize which is which, it's fairly easy to avoid. See, this can be the rocks. This is a boulder, so it's slow. Boom. Swipe, swipe, swipe. Ground, get ready to jump. Boom. Even in Phase 1, you take 2 hits and you're toast on level 1. It's just, like I said, there's like no room for error. Very, very difficult. Probably hit him before. Yep. Love this cutscene, but we're going to skip. Oh, that attack was still going through. That's cheap. Oh, that was one that we were able to parry, and I wasn't ready in time. Okay, we're going to heal up here a little bit. My only complaint about this fight is the fact that Maliketh is a glass cannon. I wish that this fight would go longer because he's so well designed. Uh-oh, watch out, watch out, watch out. Also, his weapon is freaking awesome. I know we just got the Godslayer's Greatsword and I said that we were going to use that. We might go with Maliketh for a bit because it is so good. That little crazy spin anime thing that he did just then, like that's the weapon art that you get from it. And being able to use it's awesome. And you get to do that max HP effect with it as well. Like that applies to enemies. So that's pretty cool. We could have parried that. Neat. Slam. Okay, so this attack, this is the weapon art. Boom. Okay, here's the triple. Oops. That was really stupid of me. I was too busy trying to swap to the Blasphemous Claw. I wasn't really paying attention to the fight. My timing was way off there. So as helpful as the Blasphemous Claw can be to like parry those attacks and everything, it also takes a little bit of multitasking to, you know, actually equip it as opposed to your like flask. I do wish instead of a reusable item it was just like you could put it in a weapon slot, because then I just put it in my offhand. That would be much easier. I guess I could put it on my Y thing. I'm just worried about being able to effectively do that. Alright, this is the one. Especially since I need to go to bed, so this needs to be the one. That is not a good start. Nice stagger. That's something I never get on my level 1. I swear, if I could get him to stagger more, it would be so much easier. Oh, hello. We're way over here. I want to get my runes back. That's okay. Okay, dude. Okay, not gonna worry about the parry. We don't have time to swap. Oh, pfft. Come on! How did he get out of the way of that? Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Get up! Man, that range is crazy. Roar. That's one we haven't seen yet. Slam. Ouch. Not cool. Okay, I think it's going to do a range attack again. It's getting ready. Come on. I believe in you. Never mind, he's going to come right up on us. Oh, I knew that was coming. I should have been able to spot that. That was dumb of me. Now he's going to do it. And I can't get the thing out. Jerk. Come on, just go ranged. There we go. Oh. He didn't do the third. Come on, man. What? How did I not parry that? Ouch. Dude, get my butt kicked. That's just... You're really pissing me off, Maliketh. You can see why I haven't beaten this guy on level 1, though, right? I mean, come on. It's freaking ridiculous. Alright, no more heals, so might as well have this ready. There we go. Goodness. I actually like his standard dialogue for the death better as opposed to the secret one, but alright. Something to keep in mind while this cutscene plays. Beating Maliketh, if you still want to access Lane-Del normally, like normal Lane-Del, and get everything done that you want to, get that all done before you beat Maliketh, because Lane-Del is going to change drastically now. So, just a heads up, before you kill Maliketh, get everything done in Lane-Del that you want to, because you can't go back.
The rune of death is unbound. And the lands between are shrouded by death's dark fate. But the flames will also burn the impenetrable thorns. Farewell it is then. You'll be Elden Lord yet.
And this is what I meant by Lanedale changing drastically. We're now in Lanedale, Ashen Capital. So you can see basically the entire area has been covered in ash. So it is not what we once knew. But yeah, crazy stuff. Okay, so that is it for Farum Azula. Completed all 3 bosses there. I love the Maliketh fight. I love how hard it is. Again, if you know what you're doing, you know, you can get through it easily, but even then, like, just a couple of errors during phase 2 and you're toast. So definitely some razor thin margins for error. Yeah, so that is it. Next episode, we won't be going here because this is the end of the base game. We're going to make our way back over. Well, you haven't seen it yet if you're watching this sequentially, but we're going to make our way back over to the Consecrated Snowfield, make our way to the Haley Tree. So those will be 2 episodes, and then we will come back here and finish the base game. So if you find yourself watching this video and have taken anything away from it helpful, I appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe if you can for more videos like this. Again, I'm doing it for fun, but that kind of stuff goes a long way to help me out. So please do if you can. It's free. But yeah, so that is it for this episode. I will see you all in the next one. See ya!